Hey YouTube, it's your girl Z Baby with another video. In today's video, I'm about to be doing y'all. Why do I keep saying I'm about to do y'all? I'm gonna keep this part, but I'm about to be doing a story time for you guys today. I haven't done a story time in a minute. I'm like, what is going on? This phone, this watch is stupid. Anyway, I'm about to do a story time for you guys today. I just wanted to let y'all know what time it is. It is currently, y'all, this watch is just so retarded. I don't think I'm gonna be buying no more iWatches. It is currently 12:53 as I am filming this video, but I was like sleeping and I took a nap and I was supposed to wake up at 10 o'clock to film. And then I fell asleep and it's like 12 and I'm like, oh my God. And I woke up and guess what, y'all? My period. So I was like, oh my God, I don't feel good. And I wasn't feeling good for a while, but I was like, let me just get this video off because I ain't got time and I gotta work 3 doubles, which is some bull. I have to work my healthcare job and then I gotta work my server job, which is draining. Anyway, I didn't come up here to talk about that. Serving, I'm gonna talk about in a different video. But anyway, this video is basically about to be about how I met up with someone from my past and they thought I was supposed to give them some pussy. So if you're interested in listening to this video, just hit the like button and continue watching me. Before we get into this video, you already know what time it is and you already know what time it be. Hennessy of this hour, I don't care, it's gonna put me back to sleep. That's on period. So yeah, I gotta have my little drink because my mouth be getting parched and I just be needing what I need, you know? No chaser, because I ran out. Anyway, so I'm doing this story time because, for one, I just want any woman that follows me, I know there's a lot of guys on this channel, but any woman that follows me is to not get stuck in that mentality just because you know somebody from the past that they have your best interest, because they don't. So basically, this happened to me. I don't want to give a timeline when it happened, but I'm just going to tell you how it happened. So basically, when you're minding your business, you in a store, you don't really want to bother anyone. You just want to continue to do what you're doing, and that's what I was doing. So the way it happened to me, I was in a liquor store and I was getting me some, that's why we got this in the video. I was getting me some Hennessy. Or, no, I don't think I was getting some Hennessy. I was getting some alcohol. But the point of the matter is that I was minding and tending. And I was minding my goddamn business. And shout out to my friend, Mr. D. I love that saying. Minding and tending. I was minding my business. So I was just in the store, walking around, seeing what type of liquor they had. I think it was like a Friday. No, it wasn't a Friday. It was like, yeah, maybe like a Thursday or Friday or whatever the case was. And I needed to, get me some liquor or whatever because that's what I was feeling. And I didn't feel like going to the bar because I wanted to just have my drink and, soak in my own. And I also had went to the grocery store that day. That's what I do remember. I do remember going to the grocery store. So, I have my flyer and I wanted to fix this little piece. But I don't know why I'm doing all this. I know I'm about to go to sleep. So, I just wanted to be in my own skin that day. And I didn't really want nobody harassing me. You know what I'm saying? Because guys be harassing sometimes. So, as I'm minding my business, somebody, they're screaming my name, but they're screaming my government name. And I feel like, my following is big enough. I can tell you my real name because Z Baby is not my real name. So my real name is Nzinga. So he was like, hey, Nzinga, whatever. So anybody that calls me by that name, that means they've been knowing me for a minute. That is like my government name. I don't really care for it. So he called me by my real name. So I had to turn around and I'm like, whoa, who is this person? How the hell do they know my name? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do they know my name? I don't know this person like that. So they gave me a big hug. They was like, you don't know who this is? And I'm like, no. So basically, like the person, they were like a family friend of my father, which I really, don't speak to as much. So he was, saying like, how's your father been? Da, 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 da. And I really talk to my dad now that I'm older, I'm 36. So I don't really talk to my father like that because I live with my mom and yeah. So anyway, this person, when I do this video, they're gonna be pissed, but I don't give a F because I felt like it was wrong. So anyway, the point is, the person, they knew me. So they was telling me, they sat in first grade with me. They're my father's friend, da 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 da, rambling. So then, he goes and is like, oh, he gives me the phone number. He's like, here's my number. You can call me anytime. Just trying to, be friendly. Just some casual, friendly stuff when you see somebody that you don't, generally see every day, but they knew you from the past. So you give them a hall pass and you give them the number. Be like, oh, okay, no problem, and keep it moving. So then the next following week after that, I tell my friend, I'm like, no, she calls me up and she's like, girl, let's go out to the club. If y'all looked at that other vlog that I put out, that was like one of the nightclubs that I go to, but it was whack that day. Anyway, so I was like, that's the club that we went to or whatever, that same club. We went to that club. So, and in that same clip, but I didn't get to film that much in the club because it was noise and I didn't want to get a bunch of copyright. So I just filmed like the highlights of it. So anyway, this person, is cool. I'm thinking they're cool or whatever. So in that club clip of the vlog or whatever, I had cut my camera off at that time because I was filming. I was trying to get some content, something different, instead of me just going out to eat or going to the grocery store. I was trying to do something exciting. And as I'm filming, this person grabs me and is like, hey, what's up? Da 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 da, rapping. So I had to cut the camera off at that time. So I had to cut the camera off. So they was like, yeah, I told you I was in here, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, like, all right, you in the club, like, who cares? Everybody. And he's like, the day before, he was telling me, he was like, no, I'm a god in here. Some guys like to show off like they own the club. Unless you're like the club owner, I don't care that you're getting free liquor from the bartender. That's a free perk that I get from a bartender. Like getting free liquor, that's nothing. Like, and at the time, I was really irritated because I paid my money to get in, and I believe it was $20. I paid to get in that stupid club, and guess what? They're gonna tell me, they're like, oh no, and the dude, I hate male bartenders because he's like, we're closed, we are closed, and then like he did like this, and then he was showing me the watch. Hold on, because he had one of these watches. He was like, you see this? At the time, his was like, I think it had said like 155. Technically, I could have still got my liquor because he told, last call, most bars, restaurants, I even work at a restaurant. Most people don't know is that like, when some people know, that's why they don't be getting out that chair. But like if the sign, okay, for instance, if the sign says that they're open at 5 o'clock and they close at, they open at 5 o'clock, but then they close at 1:30 or whatever. Technically, you can still drink up until 1:30. But this dude was like, no. So when I got in there, it was like 1:55, and I tried to get I wanted to get something to drink, and he was like, no. What did he say? He said, he was like, bars closed. He was like, it's 1:55 anyway. And he was closing up. So when I was trying to get something to drink, the guy that I was telling y'all about, he got his with open arms, and then and like he poured him some more and didn't even let him pay for it. So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. If y'all cut off, why you gotta give me none? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not about to cry over no alcohol. I have alcohol in the home. It ain't that serious. But we end up didn't stay at the club because me and my friend that I put on the vlog, like we had planned to like hang out and have a good time. And I was just like, okay, like, all right, whatever. So, long story short, we didn't get anything to drink. He was in there talking about he a god and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, like I've been did this club like years ago before the pandemic happened. I kind of did that club scene like a while ago. That's not even on my focus no more. Right now, my focus is saving money, and my focus is to get my own place. That's all I ever wanted. So yeah. I mean, I've had an apartment before. I'm still, in between of thinking about that, but I don't want to get off so much. So anyway, I'm not on that ish. I'm trying to get my credit score to 7. Like my score is at 684. So I'm on different shit. So, long story short, I went back home. I got my car. Me and my friend, we hung out there. Like we was just sitting out there, just, you know, hitting J's, smoking a little ganja because the night needed that, it needed a little bit of weed smoking that day. So we just ended up smoking some tree. And it was kind of boring. I mean, it was like really boring. And it was a Wednesday night, and I was just frustrated because I had got dressed and everything. I hate when I get dressed and I do something and then it don't go my way. Like, that is like the ultimate worst. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, what to do next. So there really wasn't really anything to do. My friend had like called her friend up, and then she had left. She went about her business. I tried to call my dude. He was asleep and he was on his way to work. Well, he had to be on his way to work like in the next couple of hours. I had called him like at 4:05 in the morning, and he was like he had to wake up. So I couldn't, get no D. I couldn't like go get some. I couldn't do anything, and I was bored, and I like had a whole fifth of Hennessy, and I didn't get to drink it. So I was irritated, and I wanted to share my moment. And then my friend, she was guzzling my down, and she was drinking all of it, and I was like, no, like, girl, you ain't about to kill my bottle. So in desperosity, oh, and another thing before I even get to the meat and potatoes of this video, another thing, if you're a woman out there, please do not, unless y'all really plutonic, please, 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 do not ever, ever, I don't know if it's impossible, but I know for the young generation of men, don't try to like give your number to a guy, especially if he's one of them male whores. I'm about to do a whole video about men being whores. Yeah, don't give your number out, and then like if y'all really not platonic friends, think that like he's gonna be your friend, because at the end of the day, you can't really like be a friend to a male unless y'all really are plutonic and that's it. Y'all just friends. Because men be trying to test boundaries. So, and they be really wanting to put they ping ping, they pickle pickle, they ding ding dick in your kitty. They don't give a fuck. They want to see how far they can reach to get inside there. They don't care who you are. Especially if they think they got, what's somebody at my job say? A sorority pass to your vagina because they knew you in first grade. No, no, no. No, baby, you don't have a sorority pass to my shit, okay? I don't give a damn if we were sitting there next to each other at all. And insult to injury, if you was sitting next to me in first grade and you still dreaming about that kitty, oh, baby, you owe me a ring. Just saying. So, anyway, or I need to be going out 12 different times because first grade, and now we both the same age, we 36. Oh yeah. You owe me a lot of stuff, and you think you're about to get a free ball pass to no. So, long story short, you guys, it is late, it's late. It's late. I'm not gonna lie, at this time it was late. I had no business calling nobody up. No business doing none of that. I had no business calling anyone. So I decided, because I was bored and I wanted to drink with someone, I just wanted to, sometimes I get bored. Like I'm one of those people especially like if I get bored, I be wanting to drink and talk. That's why I made my channel. I was like, you know what? F talking to people. I will talk to my camera because it's soothing to me. Anyway, yeah, so I called up and I was just like, calling, and then the phone was ringing. I'm gonna insert like some type of sound effects for ringing. Not about to make any jittering sounds. So the phone was ringing, and at the end it said, please leave a message for 506051. Goodbye. Hung up. And at this point I was like in front of my house. I said, you know what? Tonight is just not going to be a turn-up night, no matter if it's May or not. Like, it's just not going to happen. So let's accept the fact that we're going to go to sleep. So I went to sleep, 4:05 lit. And I was literally doing this, but I wasn't talking to no camera. I was just in my car, listening to my music like I do. And I was just pondering and pondering and pondering. And then that's what happened. Like at 4:45, I called my dude and I was like, hey, boo, what are you doing? He's like, I'm asleep. I'm gonna call you back. He was like, what you doing? I was like, I'm not doing nothing. And I was like, I'm in my car. I'm bored. And he was like, oh, okay. And see, I was just like, okay, just go to sleep. Because I hate calling people, when they sleep. And it's really hard to get back to sleep when people call you, especially when the sleep is good. So anyway, I have that type of relationship where I can call him late at night and he doesn't mind. So, long story short, next day happens, Matter of fact, forget next day. Next couple of hours happened. I finally closed my eyes. I closed my eyes at, what time did I close my eyes? I closed my eyes at 5:50. I closed my eyes at 5:50. My eyes are bloodshot red. I had looked at all the YouTube videos. I was just exhausted. I couldn't do anymore, so I went to sleep. As I'm sleeping, 6:06 happens. It's great, That first hour of sleep was really hitting. 7 a.m. That's when my phone starts ringing off the hook, and it's not my dude. I'm like, who the fuck is this calling? So as I look on the phone, I see I'm not gonna put the person name out there because they ain't about to sue me when I don't got no money right now. So I look at the phone, I see it ring. I'm like, oh hell no. I see the person because that's the person I called. They called me back. They're like, hey, what's up? I see you called me. I'm like, oh. First of all, don't get too comfortable. You telling me I called you because I didn't call you for that. Like he was like, oh yeah, you called me late night. You must have wanted to see me. I'm like, no. I didn't really want to see you. I was just like, I had some liquor left and I wanted to see, if you wanted to drink some more or whatever, if you just wanted to chill and hang or something. He was like, oh. So then like his next question, he gets straight to the point. He's like, oh, and he was like, I want some pussy. And I was like, okay, I don't know why you telling me that, because you won't be getting it from me. He was like, why not? I'm like, because I don't see you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like that. I don't see him like that. So he was like going on and on about like how he needed to get some vagina today. And see, that's why I really stopped giving out my number. Last year is really a breaking point. That video that I made, well, it was about, he told me he had a girlfriend or whatever. And yeah, I watch like dudes that be popping off, be talking about they want to be friends. I always, in my mind, be red flagging them immediately. Cause see, you can't be no friend with no man that you don't really know. I don't give a damn if you was sitting next to him in first grade. If y'all didn't get to know each other and talk, and you don't know where he lives, you don't know what he does, you don't know what time he changes his drawers, you don't know him. Okay, so I was just like, no. So I was wrong for doing that. I'm not doing that again. Like now that I'm older, it's like if I give you my number, it's for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only, especially if you're the opposite sex. One, if I give you my number and we are just platonic friends, that is what the phone number is for. It's just for friends. It is not for, me to meet up with you and then me take down my panties and give you some. No. That's when I was in my 20s. No, I don't do that. Like, me personally, like, if I give someone my number, that means that, one or 2 things. Like I said, either a platonic friend or you are my man and we about to get it in. Like, that's it. There is no like in the middle. So I guess he was thinking like it was going to like be something like that because, he knew my dad and everything. But needless to say, this individual, I wasn't too highly of them because when I first started talking to them like a week ago, that day that I seen him, which was probably like 2 weeks or 3 weeks in the time that I met up with him, they told me they just got out of jail. They told me they got children. Okay, the word children means that you have more than one. So they have multiple children, like 3 kids by 2 different people. Like, you messy. I see. That's one thing about me. I really, 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 you know, hold myself to a standard or whatever because I'm childless. I got rid of my kid at 27. I did that abortion story. Y'all go watch that. But like me as a black woman, I just don't have any children. And like, if I run across a guy that has children and he not with the mother, I always red flag them dudes. I'm sorry. That's a red flag in my head, like, okay, it didn't work out. And then the age group that he told me his children were was really shocking. One child is like a year and another one is 2 years. You just had those babies. Them babies is fresh out the vagina. That means that you just recently left your baby mother and you thought to put me in the mix? Oh no, you won't be putting me in the mix because I'm not, no. So, long story short, after that, the conversation was getting very rude and disrespectful because after he asked me for that and I told him no, he was like, oh, I'm great in bed. Ladies love me or whatever. Da, 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 da. Then he was also going on reference talking about some, he was like, yeah, most women, they love to get torn up in the bed. He was like, I take my aggression and my anger out on vagina. Oh, first of all, you won't be taking no aggression and anger out on me. Like, first of all, I'm not one of them women. I'm like, if I'm sleeping with somebody, I like to be caressed, okay, and loved, okay. If you sleep with me, you need to love all parts of me. Caress me, kiss me gently. I don't do the rain, bang, 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 bang. That's not for me. I mean, I've done that or whatever. Yes, it is amazing, but I need to feel like if I sleep with someone, I need to feel like I am the only princess queen, okay? This is a gift, okay? It needs to feel cherished. I like that. I like the romantic. I don't like the bang, 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 beat it up to sore. No. I mean, it can happen or whatever, like in the motion of it, but not just straight off to the wall. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Treat me nice, okay, the first round. Don't be trying to bang me up. I don't like that. I want to feel smooth it in gently. So the way he was talking about over the phone, it wasn't sounding good. And then on top of it, nigga, you ain't take me nowhere. So that's not happening. Number 3, you got kids and you out here being in the club thinking you somebody fucking around. No. 3, I don't know what you got. 4, I'm not attracted to you. 5, 1 second. Like, go, no. No, go somewhere. And then he talking about, oh, I gotta move out my second house, ladies out there or men, whatever, because LBT too. I love me my LBT game. If a man tell you, oh, I'm moving from my second house, you're moving out from your baby mother house. Let's keep it real. Don't say no one has 2 houses right now. Everything's super expensive unless you are a investor or you have bread. Talking about I'm moving out my second house. I'm getting my things and I'm putting it in my trunk and I'm about to go take a nap. No, you're probably moving to one of your relatives' house from your baby mother house because you're trifling. So, and I was just like reading all type of stuff in my head. I'm like, oh no, this is not about to happen. He's not getting nothing from me. So he got very disrespectful after that. He was like, oh, well, I'm great in bed. And he was like, I'm so great. He was like, you want to watch? What? Are you fucking insane? You think that I want to watch you? I was like, no. I was like, you know what? Goodbye. And I hung up the phone. I never even thought of anything else. I tried to call him back because I thought he hung up. He was so mad. He hung up the phone. He just like hung the phone up altogether. That's fine. You can hang the phone up. I don't give hang the phone up. Hang it up. So he hung the phone up and everything. And I was like, okay, whatever. So phone was hung up on my ear. It is what it is. But anyway, y'all, he was disrespectful. Then like 2 weeks later, he called my phone. I did not pick up the phone. And I think he kind of knows, like, I don't want to talk to you. So like, don't contact me because like, we ain't got shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't got shit going on with him. We don't need to have anything going on. Ain't nothing special about you, baby. So anyway, you know, I learned my lesson. Like, I'm not giving my number out unless I'm genuinely interested in the person. And right now I'm talking to someone that I've been talking to someone for a year now. So like, I don't really see me giving my number out, but I made a mistake by giving him my number because, you know, people try to run back in your life because they feel like they know your people and their family. And that's why I want to make this video. You know, like, if you are out there and like you find somebody or somebody finds you from the past, unless they're saying, I'm going to David's Bridal and I'm going to get you the ring. I got the house and I'm ready. I've been, you know, missing you. I haven't been seeing you for a long time. I don't have any children. That is the only way. However, that ain't the case. You've been fucking around. You've been in the streets. You run from woman to woman. No, I'm uninterested. Me, I have a big red flag about guys that do that. Guys that run from woman to woman to woman and they get them pregnant and pregnant and pregnant. You like a Chris Brown, you like a Future, you dicks for the community. And I don't want community dick. Like, I don't. I really don't. I don't want community D. Community D is not for me. So anyway, with saying that, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get a video up each time I upload a video. Y'all, it's late as fuck. And I'm about to go to sleep. But I just wanted to put that out there because it's been on my mind. I wanted to film it. And I was making this stupid vlog earlier when I could have been making this. But I like my story times like this. Most of my story times like this that I've done in the night are always pretty good because it's quiet and I live with my family and folks just be making a whole bunch of goddamn noise. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.